Hello and welcome. Myself, Mr. Bulaki Bawa, Shograi Shikshan Samstha, Abasad Marathi, Arts and New Commerce Science College, Rajapur. Today's lectures, we are going to discuss the topic organometallics. In this topic, the last times we have see some other metals and their reactions. Now, today's lectures, we have discussed the topic, the limitations of Grignard reagents. Do you know that Grignard reagents? Grignard reagents are the alkyl magnesium halide are called as Grignard reagents, and these Grignard reagents which are stable only the dry conditions like the dry ether or the tetrahydrofuran, so THF. So these two solvents mainly used for the Grignard reactions. So why Grignard reagents are not stable in water conditions? So some limitations of these Grignard reactions and Grignard reagents. So first limitation is that it does not react with highly branched ketone due to steric hindrance. So highly branched alkanes or highly branched ketones like the alpha carbon, if increase the number of alkyl group, then Grignard reagents does not get the form or does not react with these ketones due to steric hindrance. Next limitations, as the large alkyl group, then reactivity it will be reduced like tertiary butyl group. For examples, the methyl magnesium bromide, which are more reactive than tertiary butyl magnesium bromide. So, larger the alkyl group, reactivity of that Grignard reagent, it will be reduced. This is the second limitation. Third limitation is that the compound containing OH group, NH2 group, COOH group, they decompose the Grignard reagents. Means such a functional group which can decompose the Grignard reagents, and therefore the compound containing or your reactant containing the OH group, NH2 and carboxyl group are there, that times they decompose the Grignard reagents and hence the reduce the reactivity of Grignard reagents. Next limitations, the preparation of Grignard reagents, they should be in anhydrous conditions. The last times we have tells us that the Grignard reagents which are very reactive, but they at anhydrous condition it will be required, like the calcium chloride are used or dry N2 like a nitrogen gas are used to remove the carbon dioxide in the air or that reaction vessels. So such a type of dry conditions can be used by removing the carbon dioxide. Now, how will you get the organolithium compounds are prepared and to get the reactions? First, organometallics, which contains carbon lithium bond, are called as organolithium compounds. What is meant by organolithium compounds? The compounds which contains carbon and lithium bond is called as organolithium compounds. For examples, the phenyl lithium, ethyl lithium, N-propyl lithium, so N-butyl lithium, or another examples like n-hexyl lithium. So this is the some examples of organolithium compounds. Next points we have see how will you prepare the organolithium compounds. First method, from alkyl halides. So by using alkyl halides, we are prepare the organolithium compounds. For examples, the ethyl bromide. This ethyl bromide can treat with the lithium in dry hexane at -10 degrees centigrade to get the product as organolithium like a ethyl ethyl lithium. Okay, ethyl lithium. And then what is the byproduct? Lithium bromide. It is a byproduct. Another examples we are take like the n-butyl chloride. So n-butyl chloride are treated with the lithium in dry hexane. Then what happens? The chlorine replaced by lithium. So what is the product? N-butyl lithium as the product. So this chlorine replaced by any halogens like bromine, iodine also get the corresponding lithium compounds. For examples, we are take the propyl bromide. Then this propyl bromide are treated with lithiation. Then what happens? The bromine replaced by lithiation. So what is the product? N-propyl lithium. So this is the product. So this is another examples to prepare organolithium compounds. Next method to prepare organolithium compounds like from aryl halides. First method alkyl halides, and then second method is aryl halides. Then these aryl halides, what is mean? What is the name? Bromobenzene. These bromobenzene are treated with organolithium compound in dry hexane. Then what happens? This bromine replaced by lithium. So name is a phenyl lithium as the name of organolithium compound. So this is a second method to prepare aryl lithium by using aryl halide. Next method we are going to reactions with acidic hydrogens. In these reactions, what happens? These ethyl lithium are treated with alcohol. Then what happens? This lithium carries positive charge and CH2 carries negative charge. Then what happens? This negative charge like a carbanion are pick up proton from alcohol. Then what happens? This CH2 convert to CH3. So here the green color methyl group is formed by taking the proton from alcohol. So what is the product? Product is alkane and byproduct is the lithium, methoxylithium. Next reactions like methyl lithium. Then this methyl lithium are treated with water. Then what happens? This methyl carries negative charge and lithium carries positive charge. So this negative charge methyl by pick up the proton from water and then get what happens. This methyl convert to methane as the product, and byproduct is lithium halides. Lithium hydroxides. So this is another examples of organolithium compounds. Next reactions with alkyl halides. By taking the one of these organolithium compounds and one of these organohalide compounds are treated. In these reactions, the organolithium compounds are treated with alkyl halides. Then what happens? This R carries negative charge and therefore it acts as a nucleophile, and this nucleophile attack on this another R and replace the X. So what is the new bond will get? This R and this R1, it having a new bond. See here, this green colored R is show here and this red color R is here to form the new bond between the two R. R as a alkyl group, it is another alkyl group. So both alkyl we can join by using a single bond. So new alkane as the product and to get the byproduct as lithium halides. We are take these another examples like the ethyl lithium in presence of, so this is ethyl lithium. So this CH2 carries negative charge and therefore this act as a nucleophile. Then what happens? This CH2 is attack on this carbon and replace the Cl. Then what happens? This methyl is attached to this carbon and to get the new product as ethane, and byproduct is lithium chloride. So how will you get this product of alkane? One of compound containing organolithium and second compound containing alkyl halides to get the new product as the alkane. So another examples also we are take like the ethyl lithium are replaced by the n-butyl lithium plus this methyl bromide in hexane. Then how will you the product will get formed? What type of products? What is reactants? Organolithium compound containing n-butyl lithium plus methyl bromide. Then what is the product? N-butyl lithium means how many carbons? 4 carbons, bro, right? 4 carbons is here. And then this 4 carbon and this is one of the carbons, so total carbon is 5. So which alkane will got the product? Pentane, right? How will you form this product? N-butyl lithium, and this N-butyl lithium act as a nucleophile. Is attack on this methyl bromide, and this bromine will be replaced, and N-butyl is attached to this methyl. So this is a 4 carbon and this is a 1 carbon, so total carbon is 5. So pentane will got the products, and what is the byproduct? Lithium bromide. So this is another example we are considered like the ethyl lithium which are replaced by N-butyl lithium, and methyl chloride we are replaced by the methyl bromide.